Hello my beauties, and welcome back to another Mordheim stream. I am your gracious host, Mordheim Chris, and today we will be continuing on the third tile of the Mordheim board. It is looking quite bland at the moment because I have removed all of the buildings. Today we will be focusing on doing some painting of the riverbed, and we will be adding some static grass and some plants all over the board to make it more alive. So hopefully that should be fun, and let's jump straight into it. Well, actually let's put some cool jazz on. Yes, very smooth, just like my intro. Oh. A bit noisy, my apologies. Now I have pretty much painted all of the riverbed, but I do want to add just a final touch of maybe some more highlight kind of things going on here. Just need to remove my watch and my ring. I don't want to get any paint on them. And there we go. So last time I made this kind of gross looking grayish brown thing, and I'm thinking just a tad bit more white into the mix. The previous mix was just a mix of black, white and some raw sienna. So I think just a tiny dash of white should make it a bit lighter, and I will go across with one final layer of paint on the riverbed. Let's just gonna mix it quickly, and this like I just use some boxes as my palettes. It's nice and easy, and I can put the lid on, so it's really easy to keep it from session to session. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine. I'll grab my second palette, just a quick second. There we go. I want to kind of mix it as I go. I will pull the tile closer to me and get a nice working position. I forgot to get some water here. My apologies. I've been out of the streams for almost a week. Life has been busy. Wow, it's so nice to finally be back. I don't want this mix to be thick. I want it to be quite thin. Let's see. I don't want too much paint on the brush either. I want it to be kind of, so I can, instead of brushing it, I will kind of dab it onto the riverbed. Might actually be, maybe it's too light. I don't know. Let's mix it a tad bit darker. Let's just see if, yeah, I think that looks a bit better. I'm not brushing it exactly, I'm just dabbing or tapping it to the surface to kind of create a bit more sporadic patterns. Trying to hit a bit more raised areas, I guess. Just building up some nice, gross colors. And when I'm done with this, I will be adding static grass to the more gravelly areas, and I will be adding some more leaves and all that kind of good stuff, and some vegetation, some bushes. And then I can finally start placing the buildings down and gluing them into place. I'm not sure how far I will get today with the flocking and stuff. Everything takes just a little bit more time than I expected to, and also I'm not the most speediest hobbyist. I'm quite guess I'm a bit slow. But, I'll try to improve, but it's my natural pace is more kind of laid back, and but being more effective does have its positives. Sorry about that. As you can see, it doesn't transform it per se, but it kind of just builds up some nice extra lighter colors here and there. And when I'm done with this, I will let it dry, and we can go on to flocking, which really does make a huge difference in how the board looks. So I'm very excited for the flocking. Slowly building up some more color here and there. I don't want it to be too stark a difference. That's why I would rather just dab on a couple of layers of thinner paint instead of slapping on too thickly. And it's just terrain, but I kind of want it to look nice. So hopefully it will turn out good. I have never done dry riverbeds before, so it's a bit of an experiment for me with the colors and the texture and all that kind of stuff. That's fun. Learning something new, or at least trying something new, maybe learning something new. Who knows? This might be my last time doing anything river related. I'm not quite haven't decided yet if I want to keep it dry or if I want it dry-ish and try to add a little bit, so some puddles maybe. I don't have to make up my mind tonight anyway. Let's see if we can't. It's kind of hard when I do this on cam because it's not always that easy to reach all of the table while showing it. Let me try to get it into position. I'll try to kind of tie the color a bit together. Some places, yeah, the paint has been a bit too thin, so it's kind of just this almost translucent, not opaque at all. I will go over, still thinned paint, but I'm adding it a bit thicker because I was too scared earlier to put on some actual pigments. While it is still wet, some places it doesn't matter. You can add. You can kind of wet blend it on the spot. It doesn't matter too much. Let me get the camera back while I'm working on this area. I don't want to spend too much time working this. I just wanted to push it up just a little bit with the brightness. I think the kind of the dried clay riverbed already looks kind of good, but I think a little bit more brightness will make the board look just better overall. Kind of have makes it pop a little bit more. Even though I know a lot of people, they like really dark Mordheim boards, but I kind of like it to be a bit brighter, like it's just a bleak and kind of haunting area, even if it's not dark, you know. At least that is the idea, and hopefully I will pull it off. Now I think we are very, very close to being done with this. Now I'm going to just go over this part as well. Just building up a little bit more brightness here and there, adding some different shades of the grayish brown mix. I can show you it's quite messy in here, so I don't always know which color it's going to be. That kind of makes it a bit more random on the board, which is, you lose a bit of control, but it gains some of that randomness that you often find in nature and soils and all that kind of good stuff. And I think I will call it there. That is the riverbed more or less done. So this is most likely how it will look going forward. And now we will do something that is very exciting, at least in my eyes. and that is adding some static grass to the upper part of the board, which should be a lot of fun. It really transforms how the table looks. So let's get that packed away. Don't need paint at the moment. And let me find, I need to find some glue and something to mix the glue on. I will be right back. And here we go. Got my trusty wood glue and just something to mix the glue and into water, I guess, to thin it. We are going to the board is kind of heavy because of all the clay. So okay, so it doesn't look like much at the moment because we don't have the buildings. There is supposed to be like a guardhouse here, which immediately makes it look more exciting. But for the static grass, we will just remove all the buildings. Hello, Stromal. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back, man. Good to see you. We're just about to start doing the flocking. I'm not sure, but hopefully it will be fun to watch along. Oh. Now let's see. So I will be adding some wood glue, and I will kind of just mix it with a little bit of water and slab it on all over the board. I will be using this is tile number 3 out of 4. We're getting into the final stretch finally. It's I haven't been building for almost a week, so I'm a bit behind schedule, but I should be getting some nice sessions in. That should really help. Now, just mixing wood glue with water here, and I think we can pretty much add it all over. I really like the grass texture. I'm going to leave some pieces like non-grassy, but most of it will be kind of have some static grass on it. Now I'm going to start with this area and see how that works out, and if I'm happy with the mix of the static grass, I will continue using it. This usually is a very fun step to do because it changes how the board looks so drastically, and it makes it come alive. I think it's very, very nice. Now let's, like so. That is most of it, but not all is covered in static grass, so you still have some dirt showing through here and there. Now that's done. Glue is done for the moment. What I have here is a static grass applicator from Green Stuff World, and this is used to kind of, I will attempt to show you. It might look like something you could find in a, what do we call them, nightstand, but it is not that. You fill this container with static grass, and the static electricity makes it kind of stand up when it hits the ground. Now we need to fill up the cup, and I use grass flock from Green Stuff World. I'm not sure if it's the best, but it's what I am used to using, and I'm very happy with it. I am using, this one is brown moor grass, and the lighter one is a hayfield grass. And I kind of, I usually mix it around 50-50, I guess. It's not important if the mix is absolutely spot on correct. You can add some more brown or light if you want to later. Now let's just get a lot of this in, because you need a lot to kind of stick, and you will have a lot of spillage using this material. That's, in my eyes, it's unavoidable. Now let's see if we can't put this thing on, get it mixed into here. You don't want it to clump up too much. Now, let's see how this goes. There's like a button that you turn it on with, and there is like this kind of grounding pin that kind of makes it static where you use it. At least that is my very limited understanding of how it works. Let's see. Last time I actually had I got my first subscription, so I'm very happy about that. Thank you so much to Photron for subscribing. I will start a new goal, and I am aiming for the moon, so I'm going for, oh shit, not -12. That sounds more realistic, but I'm going with 3 subscribers is my new goal. So a boy can dream, as they say. A boy can dream. Now let's get cracking with this flocking. I think I will have to stand up to do it properly. And I will do my best to show this on cam. When it's on, it lights up blue, and it makes this really annoying high-pitched sound. Hopefully it won't pick up on the mic. If so, my apologies. Now you kind of just want to keep it close to the ground, so you get the most of the static effect, so it stands up. As you can see, there is just grass all over the place at the moment. Just shaking it like a salt and pepper shaker. Then I try to kind of just even it out into the container a little bit. And I will go over an additional time if necessary. Now this kind of just looks like a big giant mess, but the grass, hopefully it will stick up nicely where I put the glue. And when I blow all the excess away, it will just leave the grass standing. I'll have to refill. Hopefully I can get to reuse some of the spilled static grass. If not, it's not too expensive. You can get some nice tubs for, I don't know, 5 or 6 euros or something like that. I can't quite remember. And I think they do have some like retailers that stock Green Stuff World. If not, you can buy it from their website. They have like a ton of different static grass, all kinds of colors and lengths and all that kind of stuff. So it is good. They do have a lot of nice products. Oh, there is static grass all over the place. It's on the camera, it's on the computer. Oh well, I will have to live with that. Hopefully it will give some good results. On the first passing, I didn't keep the applicator close enough. So I will have to remember that this time around. With the glue, the white glue, it kind of looks a bit patchy, but when the glue dries, it dries transparent. So it shouldn't look as stupid. Now let's turn this thing off and see how it looks. Now, it's not that easy to make out because of all of the excess. Let's see if I can't. I will see if I can get closer to the board. Let's see if. Yeah. It is sticking up pretty much all over the place. So when we get rid of all the excess grass, it should look pretty damn good. Now let me adjust the camera back up, and I think we can do the do this side as well. Just trying to gather up some of the spilled flock. Now, if you want to, you can easily taint the grass or the flock with some watered out paint. And I might be doing that later on, or I will mix it a bit darker. Or I will do that now actually. I do have a third box, and I want to mix in a little bit of darker flock as well. So if you give me a quick second, and I will be right back. My apologies for being so unprepared, but that is pretty much just in my nature. So I got this one. It's called Autumn Fields, and it is a, let me see, I will have to cut it open to save some time. It is a bit more like orangey brown kind of flock. Not quite sure how it's going to look, but I think I want to add just a little bit in the next mix for this part of the board. I won't be adding a big amount. I just want a little bit to see how it looks. And if you are watching but you haven't followed yet, please consider doing so. It really helps out, and you get access to some really good emotes. We have like the glue bottle. What more could you possibly need than the glue bottle emoji? I think it's safe to say that it's amazing. Now, while we digest my awesome pitch for following, I will keep on spreading the love and the paint. My favorite, no, not the paint, the glue. My favorite glue is the wood glue, white glue, whatever you want to call it. It holds a place in my heart. It's very, very nice. Now, I'm trying to make some of the grass kind of spill into the cobblestones as well to make it look a bit more organic. Maybe here I can have it actually cross the road, so that it's spreading. I often find myself using not enough of the flock, so I'm trying to kind of just add a little bit more than I would normally do, so I don't have to go back and add more, because I think the grass looks a lot more interesting than the gravelly ground. I want to keep some showing though. It makes it look more natural, and you have like more interesting color combinations from the gravel with the grass and with the cobblestones. That kind of mix, I guess. So we will see how this turns out. I am hoping for the best. So. I don't know if there's like the recipe how to make the best terrain or anything. So just try to do it a little bit here and there and learn as I build. Not too much planning, in other words. I want to add a little bit more grass there. Like so. Yeah. Not super exciting watching glue being put on, but I think when we are done today, the board should really start to look like a finished product. There's still a lot of small details left, but well, we will cross that bridge when we get there. Now I'm going to add a bit more flock to my flock applicator. Oh, this is... As you can see, there is quite a bit of light flock still in it. I'm adding some of the mix that spilled out, and I think I will be adding a bit more of the darker flock, the brown moor, and I will be adding, let's see if I can add some pinches of the autumn fields. Not completely sold on how that looks, but we'll just have to see. Adding in, I need some more flock anyway. I'm not using enough. You want to kind of just make it not stick to itself all over the place. I wanted the different kind of flocks to mix so they look more. It looks more natural. Yeah, hopefully this will. I'll add a tiny little pinch of that, some more brown mooring, and a little bit of light flock. Let's see how this turns out. Shaking it up, trying to make it not spill. Yeah. Hopefully this mix will be a nice one. Now let's get flocking. I will turn on the static applicator, and let's start at the lower left end. And don't be stingy with the flock, because if you don't put enough grass, it's going to look terrible. You need it to kind of cover the area to look good, and not just be like a couple of grass sticking out, unless that is what you're going for. But if you want it to look kind of realistic, I find that using enough flock is essential. Not that I'm any sort of expert at this, but that is my experience at least. See, just yeah, it takes so much flock. I thought I loaded more than enough into the cup this time, but it kind of just disappears, and there is a big excess of flock on the board. So you kind of get it in, you get it back when you kind of remove the excess flock. You can just put it in a different container and keep on using that. I'm adding a bit more of the autumn mix into it. I think it doesn't when it is mixed, it's kind of muted. The colors aren't that extreme. They look really too bright on their own, but when you couple it with the other flocks, it looks pretty nice in my opinion. And as always, if anyone viewing has any questions or suggestions, just please feel free to leave them in chat. I will read them as soon as I pay attention to the screen. Let's see. Shaking it up. There's like there are some flocking balls. Hey, Hobby Bandit, welcome to the shit show. Trying to get the flock to stick. It's it's going okay, I guess. Now I'm just going to shake it up a little bit more, and we are going to flock the last pieces, last spots, I should say. Sorry. Let's shake it up again. Oh. The autumn mix is really showing through on this one, at least for some of the parts. So maybe I put just a tad bit too much in it. I'm not sure quite yet if the mix is a good one or if I will have to go over. So, and there we go. As you can see, there is a slight color not slight, it's actually pretty big color differentiation between the parts in this one. I will have to leave it alone for the time being. I might have to do something with that. It doesn't look quite right in my eyes. So a thin wash of like a light brown or something, just to subdue the colors a tiny bit, should be necessary. Now I also want to add some grass to, now where did I put the piece? I'm always forgetting where I put stuff. I can see it now, just be right back. We have this corner piece. Oh, I shouldn't put it in the already flocked area, so I will need to actually to get the corner flocked as well, because it's a kind of boring piece of let's see, this is a boring piece of well, terrain, so I need to spruce it up. The lengths, they are 4 to 6 millimeter flock from Green Stuff World. I recommend using hayfield grass combined with brown moor grass. That is the color that you see on the most of the board. I was just trying this autumn fields kind of stuff, but it's too orangey. I was hoping for like a darker brown, but it kind of looks like a pumpkin rather. So I will be avoiding that in the future. I just a tiny bit like I have here looks nice in my opinion, but too much and it looks, well, if you want that color, it's nice of course, but for my dead grass it kind of didn't add what I wanted it to add, which was just a little bit more depth and some nice brown colors. It was too orangey, so I will mute it with some paint later on. Oh, sorry, I'm completely off cam. Just adding some white glue for the flock to stick to. I don't want it to be completely grassy, but I want it to cover most of the area. And I can add some tufts here and there to kind of spruce it up. So that should be good. Yeah, you can always dry brush some more. It's no problem, but I want to avoid doing too many steps. I'm already slow as it is, you know. So, and I'm adding some just a little bit of flock for this round. There we go. Some of I really like the brown more, the kind of darker dead grass. Oh, sorry. And I like it combined with the light flock, which is called hayfield grass. Once again, just mixing it up and putting it into the container like so. If you want to do static grass, I really recommend getting an applicator. I know there are better ones than the Green Stuff World one, but I think the one from Green Stuff World was decently priced and it was easily available because they ship to Norway. I found some other producers from Germany, but they didn't have like a very good website, so I couldn't get it easily. And if you are a bit lazy like me, convenience will beat pretty much everything. I will show you because this piece is easy to pick up. You see the grass, it is there, but it's too kind of flimsy. You want some thickness to the grass, in my opinion. Keep it close and just keep adding a bit. And then you can remove the excess later on. It does look way too much at the moment, but when it dries and you remove the excess, it's going to turn out looking pretty damn amazing. So that is just one piece. As you can see, it's much thicker than it was when I just did one. Well, you are not slow because of your technique, you know. You are slow because you don't have any time. That is different. I can tell by your pictures and your workflow that you are more efficient than I am. I think your stuff looks really amazing, man. And I'm a bit jealous of the laser cutter you have. I'm thinking of getting one to kind of make more precise shapes. We all have our techniques though. So. Now I will tip the board to get remove some of the worst excess, and we will let's see how this works. Oh, it's so much. And my apologies for the wobbly and the noise. Now, let's see if I can't just sweep. Oh shit, there's a bunch of other crap here. Don't want to mix that with the flock. Now I have some more pre-mixed flock that I can use later on. And if there is some other goop in it, it doesn't really matter that much. You can remove it or it will just disappear in all the flock. And let's see. Yeah, baby. That is looking pretty damn good compared to what it did just a few moments ago. So, okay. So some notes is that this one is too orangey brown, but I think this mix here with just a tiny bit of it, and the same with this mix going around this area here, I think looks better than the one on top here without any of it. I'm not sure if you agree, but I think this one has a bit more depth and a bit more color variation, so it looks more interesting. I will spray this with some watered out paint, so it will kind of change. It won't look as monotone as it does at the moment. Even though I think this mix is perfectly fine. It looks like really dead grass, but I want to add some brown to it. And yeah, let's see if we can't add, maybe just add a little bit of some leaves. I think some leaves would look good on the table. And it's the same as the flock. I try to keep my tools and my just my tools. I like to keep them to a minimum, so I try to keep a limited palette and not having too much stuff that is required. It makes it easier to kind of, well, just buy and get, and it takes up less space, all that kind of good stuff. Oh, Jelly Moon, welcome to the show, man. There was just a spammer that avoided you by a minute or two. Good to see you again. We have transformed the board a little bit while you were gone. Let's see. Twitch, for some reason, suggested that I should set my goal to 10 subscribers, which is a bit unrealistic in my opinion. But I did get my first subscriber, Jelly Moon, so I'm very excited. It was a Prime subscription, so I think somebody has like a Prime, Amazon Prime thing, and they decided to give me the subscription, which I was very, very happy with. Now, I can really actually quit my job. Now I'm making, I think it's $2 a month or so. Absolutely amazing. And you have to check out the new. I got some new emojis that should be available for followers and stuff. I got some new legs, some shaky legs and some walky legs, and yeah. Now look at this. Look at this house. It looks so much more alive with all the grass around it. Should be fun going forward. Pretty much all that is left is fun stuff. Now, oh, sorry, the glue is really bright, so it kind of messes up with the camera. I've never used a leaf punch because before I got the chance to try it, I realized that I have endless amounts of leaves outside of the door. Now, I'm not sure if I should be doing this while it is drying, but I want to add just a little bit of foliage here and there to see how it looks, and then I will add some onto the grass later on to kind of have grass and leaves kind of mixing up. And quite a bit of the flock will fall off later on. This is a very nice and relaxing point of the build. Ow. Stop doing the stairs. It's a terrible angle for me. Let's keep on just applying to this area that we recently flocked. Just a little bit here and there. Don't have to go overboard, even if it's exciting. So no, the only leaves I ever gotten was from the outside. But I hear that the leaf punches are very nice and effective if you can't find them just laying around in your backyard, more or less. So I'm very lucky because there's like a parking lot that has so much of this stuff. I will probably never have to buy a leaf litter at all. But I had a friend and he was using a leaf puncher, and I think he was also using just some spices like oregano. No, I don't know the English word for it, but it's oregano in Norwegian, like this green kind of leafy spice used popular for pizzas and stuff. And you can kind of just paint it, color it the way you want it to be, and let it dry, and then you can apply it to the board. I usually add a bit more leaves than I actually need to, because they are going to fall off. So just might as well just add a bit of them. Yeah. The punches, they are cool. They are a bit slow because you have to do them individually, and with the amount of crap that is on this board, it would take ages. Yeah, I will make an effort to gather more leaves, and if I find as many as I did last year, I can get in contact with you and I will send you some by mail, and hopefully the government won't think it's drugs that I'm sending you. If you want to, of course. If you don't want to give your address to a stranger on the internet, that is perfectly fine and acceptable. Now we will be adding some leaves to. There need to be some leaves in the riverbed to kind of spruce up the colors, and well, the leaves wouldn't stop at. They would fly all over the place, I think. And let's add some. Just a couple here and there. Sprinkle them on some happy leaves. They're flying around wherever the wind will take them. Oh, that was a lot of glue. Yeah, the birchweed. Yes, it's really strong stuff. It's all the rage these days. Now it's always hard to kind of do things sporadically. If you try. So if you're like me, turning off your brain isn't too difficult. It's just one step away from your normal thought process. Just kind of try to dab it a little bit here and there, I guess. But then you kind of want it to mass around like the edges of the cliff, and they would get stuck around some rocks. Maybe we'll put some around the poor horse. The poor horse skeleton, which is for some reason a real tongue twister. See, I don't want the leaves to kind of take away all the entire focus, but it does give this really nice splash of color. And it's when I post my stuff online, the leaves are by far what I get most requests on how I did or where I got them, etc. Yes, I am getting close. When I have finished this vegetation stuff, I will plant all the buildings down and kind of get them to fit into the board. I will probably need to add some mud around the edges and stuff to make it look natural. And when I'm done with that, all I need to do is finish the boat with the sail rigging, and that is it. And I should be gunning for the fourth tile, the fourth and final tile, which is I didn't honestly think I would ever get to. When I started it, I didn't think I would finish my first tile. Then I kind of got into the mojo, and after I finished it, I was kind of exhausted. But now I feel that I have a lot more experience. I have a better place to craft my shit, and I will not be taking a break like I did last time. When I finished my second tile, I took like an almost 6-month break, and that will not be happening this time. I can tell you that much. I am too close to getting finished, or being finished, I guess is the right way to say that. And also the tournament is in September, so I need to get it done by then and not let my friends down and the community down. I want to give back to the Norwegian Mordheim community and the people that arrange the tournament and stuff. There are people, they have been in the wargaming community in the south of Norway for as long as I can remember. I kind of want to finish the board before the tournament, which is a big inspiration for me. And I also want to kind of get online on Twitch, which has, I was afraid that streaming on Twitch would make it kind of like feel more like a hassle, but I always look forward to building on Twitch. It never feels like a hassle or anything like that. It's if anything, it's the opposite. Now I don't know how much to put down. I can always go back and no, I didn't. I haven't shared the link all over the place, so I'm sorry. I should have done that, but I do have a plan, and I can share the plan. I want to finish the third tile, and that should give me enough material to make at least 2 YouTube videos, and maybe I will have to see, but maybe I can split it up into 3 or maybe 4 videos, depending on how it goes. And hopefully I will get some water on the wheel, so to speak, to get some more hype from the YouTube people as well. And I will try to promote the Twitch in the YouTube videos. So hopefully that will have some effect. And when I'm done with this tile, I will spend some time just getting the stream up to date. I want to add some more elements and some more interactivity. But at the moment, I've been really busy with real life. Got some homeowner association stuff going on, which is a big pain in the ass, and work is really busy because my business is very seasonal, and it's very busy in spring and summer. So it kind of takes a bit of time and some of my energy. And even though I really enjoy making terrain, sometimes just cracking open a beer and playing a video game is more relaxing, or it doesn't require as much energy as building and being creative, I guess. But it's not as rewarding either, so I want to spend as much time as I can crafting stuff instead of gaming. Even though I do love gaming, I think I love it a bit too much. I get very, I wouldn't say that I get addicted, but I kind of get like semi-addicted. Yeah, but I don't like, I should do it all the time, I guess, but I don't like spamming or self-promoting too much. But I do have something planned going forward. And I'm going to make a more set schedule, So I'm thinking at least twice a week, doing maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays are reserved for regular streams, and then maybe do some like super Saturdays or super Sundays every now and then, which are like big long streams. Yeah. The amount of leaves right now is not indicative of what it's going to be when it's done. A lot of this will fall off, which is completely fine, because I think it's, at the moment, it's a bit too much. Even though I think the colors look really nice. The grayish brown riverbed and the leaves, they kind of help each other out. So. Yeah, maybe I should hire you to be my promoter, Hobby Bandit. I really appreciate the shout out in the Discord. It was so funny, the guy, Sisu or whatever his name is. It was like, yeah, but you are better than the guy. And then I joined like an hour later. I thought that was really funny. And I don't disagree. I didn't take any offense. Like if someone thinks that your stuff is better than mine, I wouldn't even bat an eyelash at that. That is, I just thought it was funny that I joined the chat just a few moments later. You spray all over. What do you mean the riverbed? Because, or do you mean after I'm done? Because I will go over with a. No, I don't think he was kidding. I thought he probably meant it, but he didn't mean anything wrong, bad about my stuff. He specified that, so I wasn't offended anyway. If people don't like my stuff, that is absolutely fine. You can't expect that everyone to like it. And I think your stuff is super clean, man. It's when I saw your first the first tile with the gate, I was really blown away. That is amazing, and for one of your like first projects, it's even more impressive. And I went back and I checked out the river and the tower. Those are some really cool pieces. And I really liked the crane you've made. Super cool. I love that. I will have to make a crane in the future, or some sort of like similar structure. Before I forget it, because I always do, I will add this stupid corner piece, which is it's a bit of a piece of shit if you ask me, but I try not to hold that against this dude. It's not his fault that he's a corner piece. I will. I need to add like a sign, or maybe like a. What do we call them? Not a scaffold, but maybe a gallows or a gibbet, something like just to make it a bit more interesting instead of being a boring piece, I guess. I'll see if I can add just a tiny bit of watered out paint without disturbing. No, should work. At least it did until I said it worked, and then it kind of messed up. Just adding. I haven't used coconut fiber yet, but I have it laying around just below the counter. But yes, it should fit the colors. So exactly, I agree. I will get some coconut fibers eventually. Maybe I will go back and use it on the first and second tile as well. Do you use it after painting? Yeah, you should use it after you have painted the cobblestones and stuff, right? Oh, sorry. I'm such a noob. I forgot to put my mic back. My apologies, as always. I feel that's what I'm doing half of the time, is apologizing for my noobish behavior. I will get a box for the. I'm getting a box for the flock. Luckily, I have like 500,000 of these boxes. My dad gets them at his workplace because they get like nuts and bolts and all kinds of stuff. And they usually just throw them away. So he asked if I needed anything for like hobby stuff, and I jumped on it. And now every time I meet my parents, he has like a 15 to 20 of these boxes. They're really nice for all kinds of hobby stuff, like keeping minis or like pieces, flock, paint, all that kind of stuff. Why was your kid screaming? Did he want to see me flock again? Was he mad that he missed the flocking? And my question regarding the coconut fiber was if you put it down after painting, and my guess is that yes, that is when you do it. Now let's. I think it's shaping up nicely. I will let the leaves dry for a moment, and let's see if we can't find some activities while the glue is drying. I'm sure we can find something fun to do. Okay, I know what to do. Okay, so first you put down some glue, then you add a coconut fiber, and then you add like a spray of Mod Podge dishwater mix on top of that. Is that the correct sequence? I'm getting a building to paint. Oh, okay, so no glue. You simply fill it into the cracks, and then you add the Mod Podge on top of that. That sounds very convenient. This tower, I had to redo the bricks. Well, I wanted to redo the bricks, at least, because I didn't like the look of them. So I will be going over the bricks with some sort of mix. I will try, let me see, should I do this? No, I will use my regular mix. I'm not trying to freestyle. There's no reason to do that at the moment. This very annoying with reflection in the viewfinder, but I will see if I can find a setup that is more universal, I guess. Let's get a gray mix going. Just, of course, it's black and white. Or wait, I found my gray paint. Let's save some time. Just going straight gray into the box here. Okay, yeah. So, just when you say a blended fiber, what do you mean by blended fiber? I thought you need to kind of water the fiber first, isn't that correct? To make it absorb the moisture? Or have I misunderstood? Now I am removing the excess paint, and then I am going to dry brush with a lighter gray. I might have to do a final wash over this to get into the recesses. It doesn't look super exciting at the moment. The dry brush is really helping though. It's picking up the texture, making the darker stones or the shadows kind of pop out naturally. Got some dry brushing ASMR going on for all you ASMR fans out there. There we go. Trying to get into the nooks and crannies, even though I don't spend too much time because it's obscured from view, and when you get all the different buildings all around, it's going to be more or less impossible to see all the details. So I try not to spend too much time on stuff that doesn't really show on the table to save time. It's like when you don't paint the soles of the boots on a miniature that is standing on the base, you know, unless you are a maniac. It's your damn family hobby keeping you occupied when I'm asking you questions. Do you have to make the coconut fiber absorb water before you apply it, or am I mixing it with some other material? Just once again, building up some color, dry brushing. Okay, you can make it a little wet, okay. Yeah, I will get it out and give it a shot. It's still time. I can still apply it to all the different tiles. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay, you did it right, and it was hard to set in place. Is it because it's so light? It just flies all over the place. Oh, that was a bit too wet for a dry brush. Oh. That is fine for a couple of stones. A couple of bricks will be a tad bit lighter than the others. Who cares? It doesn't matter. That's natural anyway. Okay, well, that's nice to know. I will try that technique. Let's see if I can't. I'm not sure, but I'm never happy with the bricks on this building and this building alone. The other bricks I'm fine with, but yeah. It's a cursed building. I spent way too much time on this building. I think it's a cool building though, but it took me forever. It kind of broke my hobby spirit for a while. But I did learn a few new techniques, and I learned a lot of stuff not to do, which is I think it's at least as helpful as knowing what to do. Just stuff that makes me not waste as much time. I think that should be fine for this layer. I will get back and do some more. And I think I will actually, the stones here, they are a bit dark. So let's, well, we are waiting anyway, so why not just try to lighten the stones up just a tiny little bit. So the stones on the other tiles is a bit lighter, so I want it to kind of match that. If not exactly, just a little bit more. I think a pure gray, kind of like dry brushing the middle parts should. Oh no. If we are playing Mordheim bingo, too much paint on the dry brush, it has to be the middle one, like the bonus free space. It's I do it way too often. And then it's the same excuse that it doesn't really matter. Well, why change a losing formula, as they say? Let's keep adding. Don't think we have to spend too much time doing this. It's almost a bit like tinting the stone, the colors. it makes them just a tiny bit more, a bit lighter, which I think is good. I think that was necessary. Oh shit, I got a bunch of, there's so much flock all over the place, so it's getting stuck in the brushes, stuck in the paint, stuck all over the place. Maybe I will do my best. I will try to speed shit up. I think we're, but I can do that for like a final shot. I want to take some pictures to add to the socials anyway, so that might be a good idea and a nice opportunity to do so. That is quite a good idea. Let's need to brighten some of the stones and the bricks here. They are too dark. I'm really looking forward to getting the sail and the remainder of the boat done. Getting some green like coloring on it, making it a bit more slimy perhaps, and yeah, it's going to be a cool piece in my opinion. And I will have to make I'm going to make a sign for the boat, like I will have to give it a name to baptize the boat. This is such a mess, but that's fine. Doesn't really matter. There are leaves and all kinds of stuff all over the place. I am a very messy hobbyist, unfortunately. Now, let's not forget about this dude. Maybe he will look a bit better. Yeah, I think the extra gray is a nice addition to it. The undercoat brown is really dark and it's a warm brown. So against the kind of a bit cooler gray, I think it's looks really good. It's a combination that I like, at least. And here we go. Now this piece has also been updated. Now the last rock cliff thing is this one, and I will be adding a bit more to this one as well. Just to kind of make everything blend in a bit more, and to make it match the other tiles. They are not as dark as the rocks and the cliffs turn out on this build. So I don't have any precise recipes, and this time I tried basing them dark brown instead of basing them light gray and then washing. So I'm not sure. I think both techniques have their, like, I think they both look good. I think I prefer using the dark undercoat and then building up the different colors. But washing might be, I know it's quicker, but you have to kind of wait while it dries and stuff. And who wants to wait? That is so boring. I just want to do stuff all the time. Let's yeah. Might be a bit boring. Might have to add a little bit of greens, to this one. I don't know. It's going to be in the background mostly anyway, but it doesn't have to look like crap. It won't look like crap anyway, but yeah, I'll put some tufts in, maybe add a little bit of gray, no green to it. And it should be all good. Now I will do the last highlight on these stupid ass tiles. I'm still not very happy with it, but let's see if we can't spice it up a little bit. And I am going to mix it in the same container, but I will be mixing some white with some raw sienna and make the light cream color. Let's see where oh. This is the one, raw sienna. It's pretty much, I only use, more or less just use 3 colors for everything across the board. And 4 if you include the primer. Let's see, I need to get a coffee stir stick. Up. Try to keep the gray away from it. If they mix a little bit, it doesn't really matter. Maybe I will do that on purpose now. There we go, it's very light compared to the gray. Hopefully it won't ruin it. It's the same cream color that I dry brush. Let's see, that I dry brush the wood with, and the stone, and all that kind of stuff. So I can use it here as well. It won't. It's perfectly fine for that as well. Let's see. This is definitely going to need a wash, a dark brown wash. Stupid house, stupid bricks. So sick of these bricks now. Now we'll be adding, just going over the steps, building up the light color. And then I will just have to wash it better, because it didn't come out quite the way I wanted it to look like. And when that is done, I think I will also have to do some to add some leaves and stuff to the building. Make it all tie together. I'm sure it will end up fine. It's not the end of the world anyway. You won't be able to see the bottom of this building that much either, because it's going to be surrounded by other buildings and the cliff and stuff. I don't mind making good stuff though. I want it to look good, even if it's kind of obscured. Yeah, it doesn't look bad, but I kind of want some different color variations in the stones. And it's going to be placed like so, going to be placed there eventually. And we will, let's see if I can place some more stuff around just to see how it's shaping up. I like to do that from every now and then to kind of to know if I'm on the right track or not. I think this is going to look pretty decent. It's starting to look like something at least. I will remove the excess flock and the leaves. Let's see how it turns out. Oh. There is still quite a bit of a lot of stuff on this tile that is not set. Well, let's just trying to give it a good shake. It's going to take quite a while before everything is has fully set, and there will always be some excess flock and some excess leaves. I'll just have to get the tile out of the way, and we will need to, as you can see, there is quite a bit of, there's a big mess, is what I'm trying to say. I will just scoop up some of the leaves, and then I will have to throw away quite a bit of this, because it's, I could do this in like different sessions and I wouldn't mix them up too badly, but at some point I can't really use everything, and the flock and oh, sorry. My throat is killing me, but the flock and the leaves, they are not that expensive anyway. Maybe I will put them in a separate box, this kind of crap mix. Yeah, let's do that. I will have to once again remove myself. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Nuln87. Welcome to the channel. Now I will be just want to get some of this away. It's really getting all over the place if you don't get rid of it. I couldn't get myself to throw it all away. I don't know why. I had to keep it to see if I could actually use it in the future. Very, very stingy. Let's get the board back. Different angle. Oh, it's a bit of a mess at the moment at my work space. I will try to alleviate it by getting rid of some of my unnecessary stuff here. Keeping the workspace clean is kind of important to, at least if you're like me and you're super messy. It's nice to just get back on track and get like a clean work area. Now I think we can safely add some more leaves and stuff, at least to this part, to the grass. So I think we will be doing that for a little bit. Maybe I can add some. I think I will add some tufts to the rocks as well. Let's do the leaves first. Even though I just cleared all of it, I will have to clear more. I will need to clear more of the leaves anyway. I haven't done it from this angle, so I will add a bit more, some leaves to this side of the board that I couldn't really access earlier. I will add some lovely leaves into between the stones here. It should look good. I'm using I'll need to apply this carefully so I don't pull up any of the grass. Well, it won't be like a big disaster or anything, but I kind of want to keep the grass where I put it, if that makes sense. Always trying to just dab it a little bit here and there. It really was a different color, the autumn one. I don't dislike it, but it does really look different from the other tufts. Which it shouldn't come as a surprise, of course. It is a it is a different color, so. But I expected it to be more brown and not so orange. Let's yeah, I would rather put too little at first and then I can go back and add more instead of doing too much. It is possible to remove it later on, of course, but if I can avoid it, I would really like to not have to do that. It's a bit of a hassle. Okay, take care, Hobby. I will catch you on Instagram or the next stream. Thank you so much for joining. Enjoy your evening. A lot of like most of these leaves will probably fall off when I do the shake, the board shake, Mordheim's board shake. But you just have to keep sprinkling them all over the place. It's they call me Leaf Bay because of my incredible technique. It's all in the wrist. If you're wondering how to do the technique, it's all in the wrist. Let's sprinkle some here, sprinkle some there. Here we go. I want to add some leaves. I forgot to add some leaves on the bricks here as well. And let's add some more lovely leaves. I really like the leaves. They add so much, and it requires zero skill. All you need are some stupid leaf birch seeds, and you are good to go. Of course, you also need some lovely, lovely white glue. I think it's coming to life. In my opinion, this is really starting to come to life at the moment. I will add some more leaves to maybe, to the other side. I think we need a little bit more leaves on that side, and then I might start gluing some stuff down actually. Which will be nice. It will be nice to finally have some permanent stuff onto the board. Let's put some leaves on top, and we are just slowly but surely adding some more leaves here and there, trying to make it seem kind of sporadic, so it doesn't look like it was placed there by a human, but that the wind has taken a hold of the leaves and scattered them all over the place, so that every leaf is exactly where they should be, where they have always belonged, just like the wind wanted them to. You know, you can add some leaves here and there. Should be really nice with some color sprinkled into the cliffs. Like so. Let's get our leaf mix out again and just sprinkle it carefully, and then we will have to remove all the excess later on when it has dried. I don't think everything will stick. That is very natural. It will, because there are so many leaves and they don't have all don't have room to adhere to the white glue. But even so, you just sprinkle it on, and you let the ones that stick, and the ones that fall off, well, it wasn't meant to be. Here we go. That is pretty much all of the boards should be leafed up. Now this thing still needs a bit of some more leaves. The second floor should be done. I have already attached leaves to the second floor. But here we will be adding some foliage. Let's just get it out, and I think it's very natural for it to be kind of stuck in the steps and near like in the edges. just makes more sense, at least to me, that the leaves will kind of get stuck there. Let's say I'll add some around the kind of the balcony thing. And then of course you can add some sporadic ones with just some dabs of glue here and there. Trying to add some into the broken bits here, and some along the wall on the inside, because this house is quite broken, so having some leaves fly in and stay here kind of makes sense to me, at least. Maybe leave some extras in the corner, like so. Just makes everything kind of look a bit more alive, like even if it's dead, but it makes him, yeah. Like so. I think that looks good, or at least it looks promising. If I ever add too many leaves, I can just go back and scrape them off, but it might not look super smooth. So you might have to go over and add leaves again, but just leave a bit less than you did the first time around. I don't know if there is like if there even exists like a perfect amount of leaves. If there does, I don't know what the answer is. I simply don't. Let's see, I have messed up some dry brushing here previously. So let's add some makeup on it. Let's add just a bit of some leaves that I have gathered up on this ledge, like so. And watch all your problems fade away. You have covered up your problems like a champion. Yeah, I think that is looking pretty good. I don't think it's too much, or maybe it's a bit too much in the, well, that's fine. Who cares? Let's just keep building, keep having fun, not worry too much about all the tiny details. So it's going to be placed here. And I can see that this window, I forgot to put the rust on it, and I know I have some other rust pieces that need dry brushing. So I will get out the rust thing and start dry brushing those. Of course, I need to find the paint first, which is not 100% chance of me doing. I think actually I do have the odds against me. No. Oh my God, not again. Okay, be right back. I will need to find my my rust paint. So I got this Rise or Rust by Games Workshop. It's a really dry paint. It's meant for dry brushing. And here I have some other rust pieces that I need to dry brush, which is the fish. The kind of metal plated sign above the gate. I just need to get my energy back up with some peanuts and some soda. Just a quick snack break. My apologies. I think I will dry brush up these parts, and I will make sure all of the excess leaves are off the table, and I will put everything where it should be and take a look at how it's shaping up. I think it should be pretty good. I'm also hiding myself behind this boom, which I guess many people are thankful for. But now I will uncensor myself once again. Now let's get the stuff dry brushed, and let's get moving to finishing all the other crap. There is quite a lot of stuff to get to. I just need some tissues. So this is really very orange. It's basically just a dry orange color. It's a bit of a scam, like a lot of other hobby products are, because it's you pay a lot for the convenience, because you don't get a lot of product for your money. But I bought it many years ago, and why not use it while I still have it? I think in the future I will just buy some cheap orange acrylics, as long as it has nice pigmentation. Oh, sorry, I'm way off cam here, so sorry about that. I think as long as you have like a strong orange color with some, and the paint has good pigmentation, it shouldn't really matter. I'm not sure if it shows on cam that good or that well, but it does make quite a big difference to the naked eye. It does give it this kind of nice rust effect, even though it's not super realistic. It just gives like this different color, like a nice detail. It kind of makes it pop out a little bit more. I wanted to kind of catch the eye a little bit. There is one on this side as well. I will dry brush up the second fish. Then there is a third fish on the derelict boat that is going into the riverbed. This is much easier. And yeah, that's it's not super realistic at all, but it gives some much needed color, I guess, to the board. That kind of makes it stand out a little bit. And I will put that's the wrong way. I'll place it here like so. This is where it's supposed to go. Here we go. And I think the board is really starting to take shape with the leaves and all that kind of stuff. Now let's get back to this house and just start slapping some dry paint on it. Get that rust effect going. It makes it more interesting, and also it kind of pops out from the rest of the board, which is a bit bland. There's a lot of like grays and browns and cream colors. Not exactly exciting colors on their own. I think the board looks really good, but a little bit of excitement doesn't hurt. Let's see. Oh, there are some iron bands on the door. I'll try to dry brush them up just a little bit. Don't need to spend too much time on it. I think that concludes the first floor. Let's see if we can't get the other pieces in place. I will remove the mic and just kind of rummage around just a little bit. I will try to clear some space because I want to get all 3 tiles on the board for like a photo op in a few moments. So I hope that's fine. Oh, before I do that, I want to. I'm such an idiot. I always forget to do stuff in the right or correct or most convenient order. Let's see. I will I will need to clear the tile of all the excess leaves. I will do that one last time, and then we can start placing all the fun stuff. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's raining. So that is a lot of leaf foliage. So I will try to collect it because I don't want all of this stuff to go to waste. It's cheap and easy to get, but I really don't want to waste anything that I don't have to waste. Now, let's see. Like so. I didn't get all, but I got most of it. Sorry for the mess. Now we should be ready. Now, this isn't the most exciting angle. I think it's going to make the most sense with regards to the setup, or maybe no, I will do it like this. So we have the guard tower placed. It looks pretty cool in my opinion. And I will get the cliff done. Like so. We have the guardhouse, plumping that down there. We have one of the wall sections. It's going to be situated right there. Then we have the other piece of the wall, like so. And we are missing, of course, the world famous outhouse, which is put all the way back behind the guardhouse, and we need the bridge. I will go get it. We are placing the bridge, which is a huge piece on the board. That one is down, and we will need to add like the commander's abode or whatever, like so, and I will also get the second floor placed on it. And there we go. Looking pretty sweet in my opinion. Very happy with the progress. It's almost done as well. Very happy, very excited, and feeling some pride. Oh, I even forgot the ship. Now, I'm just winding down the stream. I will have to leave very soon. I just want to set up all the tiles, or the 3 tiles that I have so far, and get them set up side by side so I can get some photos taken. At least that's the plan. And I will need to put away quite a lot of stuff to do that. So if you want to just hang out and watch me tidy, you are of course free to do so. But if you just want to leave the stream, then that is absolutely understandable. But this is oh, hey dude. Welcome to the channel, what's Mauerlaufer? Did I just butcher it? Mauer1 Aufer? I don't know. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for the compliment, the kind comments. I really appreciate it. This is going to be the first time that I combine all 3 pieces. I haven't done this before, so hopefully it will look good. Let's see. This, I have to move the camera ever so slightly. Get it close like this so I can put the second tile behind it. You can't really see it all that well, but it kind of gives it a bit more depth, you know, that there is like a city going on in the background as well. I think I like that. I think I really like that. Oh, I forgot to add the boat in the background. And I will get the last tile. And there we go. It's kind of, I guess I kind of messed up the angle for you guys. It's not that exciting, but let's see if we can't get it up a little bit. Kind of take in the view. Let's see if we... I can't get all in frame at once, but because it's attached to the boom. But I think this is, I think it's shaping up to be a really nice looking board, if I do say so myself. I'm very happy with it. Feeling, I'm also slightly proud right now. Super happy. Yeah, they do end up flat. I try to add some verticality. It's not always that easy, but and I know I could have done a better job, but hopefully it should be plenty playable as well. I can already see that there are some really tight gaps, like moving miniatures around and measuring and stuff at some places. It is going to be not super easy, but well, it's kind of hard. I wanted to have like narrow alleys that look visually pleasing. So when you get down on the table, you can you have to dig in and watch for, yeah, whatever you want to, like if you can shoot there, and yeah, I want the board to look nice when you get down on a level, and I want there to be some like close or like not so open areas, so you kind of have to like choke points where you have to fight, or that kind of encourages battles around those places, I guess. So hopefully this will. Well, I think I can say with some confidence at the moment that it's going to be at least a good looking board. I can't vouch for the playability, but I think the way it looks at the moment is, I'm very happy with it. Yeah, it will look cinematic, thank you. And yes, it's time to hunt for some world stones. It's going to be hopefully it's going to be a blast to play on this thing. I still have some stuff to add, of course, but I think it really came alive with the leaves and the kind of stuff that I added today. I do want to add some more vegetation and stuff, especially on the other side of the bridge. It is kind of open, so I want to add some big bushes that kind of block line of sight, if that makes sense. And well, yeah, I think I will have to call it here. Thank you so much for joining. If you want to see more, as always, you can click the follow button and you will be notified when I go online, and you also get access to some amazing emojis, like let's see, which one is a good one? Maybe the legs. Who doesn't want the legs? Pretty much sells itself, in my opinion. Very good emojis. Now let's see if we can scan in a little bit. You can go in here, kind of tilt it. This is the second tile that I made. It's supposed to be like this kind of town square-ish. It's hidden behind this building, but there's like an open space. And its light is pretty intense. And here there is some scaffolding, and they have started doing some like mason work to make some kind of what do you call them, adornments to the cliff. So in my mind, they were doing that when the disaster struck. So this is kind of like a way to get up the steep hill is by the scaffolding. So I add some ladders and some crap like that, so people can get up and they can climb up until onto the final level, the highest level. Well, there is like this big ass tree, and you have the church on the on the top of the hill, and the graveyard, and some like ruined buildings below. So I think all in all, it's a pretty fun table. Yeah, once again, thank you guys for joining, and thank you for the follow, Mauer 1 hour, our Laufer. I can't wrap my head around your name. I'm so sorry. My apologies. I will, if you tell me, if you write how I pronounce it, I will do my very best. Now let's get the big boy in place. Now from this building, I can't ever end these streams, but from this building you can see there's like some light showing. That is the balcony on the other side, and from the balcony you can go onto the cliffs and the church, as I previously mentioned. Mauerlaufer. Okay, Mauerlaufer. I nailed it. Mauerlaufer. Welcome, and thank you for joining in the dying embers of the stream. I appreciate it. Trying to build a community while I'm trying to build Mordheim stuff. So it's always nice to see new names in chat. All right, I will need to go clean my car. You want to settle in the broken building left? Okay, that I will reserve it for you. It's now your lodgings. Okay, take care, guys. See you in the next one. Have a good evening, and thank you for joining.